Can you believe this whole trip I've had a cold? Considering I had a cold, which for some may have ruined their holiday, this was actually one of my favourite trips this summer. This was my first time to Portugal, and it was a really highly anticipated trip because my boyfriend is actually from Portugal, so I felt really lucky to experience the local and touristy side of it all. On our first day, our flight landed at around 9 a.m, so we had the rest of the morning to unpack and get ready for the beach. We met up with our friends who were also on holiday, and it was really nice to spend that time with them in a different setting. The beach that we went to was massive, just a long strip of sand, and it wasn't too packed. The water was quite cold, which I wasn't expecting, but nevertheless very refreshing, and I couldn't complain since the UK had been so miserable, so I was just so happy to be away and in the sun. We quickly grew an appetite and decided to grab something light, so we headed to a beach cafe. I had a tuna salad, and I find that whenever I go abroad, I have an appetite for fish dishes. The salad was delicious, and shortly after, we headed back to our spot on the beach to enjoy the sun. During our stroll along the beach, the wind started to pick up quite some bit, as you can see, so we made our way back, but our day wasn't quite over yet as we made our way into central Lisbon. Our friend actually rented out a car and braved the roads. You'll see in the next clip here exactly why I couldn't drive in Lisbon. I was quite happy to be a passenger. Then, once we found a parking spot, which by the way is so hard to find, we started making our way down to LX Factory, a spot that none of us had actually been to, so it was quite nice to share that new experience together. So we made our way down a very steep hill. We took in some nice views. The golden hour was truly upon us. Now, I have to be completely honest, the smell walking down towards LX Factory wasn't very pleasant, but it was a really cool area that had a mix of restaurants and small shops. It didn't take us long to go round and pick up an appetite, so we decided on a place that had a variety of dishes on the menu. By this time, I was already feeling quite rough. Regardless, we had a really nice dinner. The guys got a jug of sangria to share. We shared a mixture of starters, croquettes and calamari, which was really good and fresh. Our mains came out shortly after. The guys both ordered octopus. I had the fish of the day, and Rosanna ordered a veggie burger. I think the boys had chosen the best dish of the evening, to be honest, but I still really enjoyed my dish. And just like that, our first day in Lisbon came to an end. After a night of good rest, we start our day at a local cafe, enjoying some pastries, coffee and sun. Our day was pretty packed and it was going to be quite hot, though we still ended up going into Central despite Hugo wanting to go to the beach that day, which probably would have been the better choice. Our first stop, though quite touristy, was nice to see the landmarks and stroll along the river. The sun had tired us out quickly, so we turned to electric scooters. I feel like everyone goes on these when they're on holiday. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite scared of these just because they pick up speed so quickly, but they were great to get us to the other end since we were both quite peckish for lunch. Next on the hit list, Time Out Market. Super busy as expected, and after a few walks around we decided on a spot, and this spot didn't have a very big queue, though it should have. So here we tried a traditional Portuguese steak sandwich. Honestly, one of the best things I ate on this trip. The bread was soft and soaked in the steak juices. The steak was perfectly done. We also had a side of sweet potato fries which complemented the dish really well. Just after, Hugo had his eye out for the next. Garlic buttered prawns. Again, 10 out of 10. This day unintentionally turned into a food trip. So after stopping off at Time Out Market, we headed into Central again. Our third day started off at Benfica Stadium where we had a tour which was really fun. I didn't film much this day so you'll only see snippets. After that we went to the beach, we had these incredible treats, and then when it came to dinner time we got ready and we ended up going out to the strip, which was unexpected. We even did shots. It was very unnecessary. We weren't even planning to stay out, and that was day 3. Day 4 was a little bit more interesting. We made our way nice and early to Sintra, which Hugo had been hyping up the whole time, and since we left so early we hadn't eaten yet, so we went to a cafe that his cousin recommended. We got a mix of things to fuel us since Sintra is just all uphill, so if you are planning on coming here, bring comfy shoes and be prepared to walk. Now, there's different routes to take to see different castles and gardens. We didn't realise until we got to the top that you needed a ticket to access the castle or garden, but you can actually buy tickets there. There are time slots, so we found a slot for one of the gardens close by. We took in the nice views. It was all very pretty and charming. We stopped off for some lunch actually. We just got some small pastries and juices, and you may have seen this on Instagram, the spiral stairs that kinda looks like a well. Really beautiful and very enchanting. There was a massive queue that we waited in, but it was definitely worth it. It even led to a waterfall at the end. You had to walk through a cave. It was very fun. But that was Sintra. We had a list of places that we wanted to go to for dinner, but a lot of the places were fully booked. I honestly felt like everyone was in Lisbon this month, but we actually ended up going to a restaurant that a friend recommended called Faz Frio, which honestly was the best food experience we had. We did have to wait for a table, but the food was incredible. We started off with some oysters. I'd never had oysters before, nor did Hugo, so this was new. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I like seafood, we both do, but this was a little bit too fishy. We also had some bread, cheese, parma ham, and it was a lot of food. We even got small plates of this shrimp dish. The chef had also kindly given us extras because of the long wait, but honestly we weren't even waiting that long, but still a very nice gesture from him. We were already stuffed on our starters, but our mains came out very quickly after. The steak was cooked to perfection, and then we just got some classic sides. We were honestly so full, but the chef insisted on giving us complimentary dessert, which was so nice. 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend dining here.
I just feel so awkward on camera sometimes, which is why I haven't said anything this whole trip. But we've been here for 5 days and I've had a fantastic time. Today we're going to the beach again because we've only had 2 beach days. See ya. Ooh, sounds nice.
That didn't go past.
Oof. We're at the beach now. Excuse my hair. I literally can't be bothered to do anything with it. We've come over the bridge. We're at a different beach. This beach is called like Mermaid Beach. It's quieter and I think it's bigger. This is where I'll be for the day.
This club is like.
I didn't film an end to this vlog, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to get more videos out. Let me know what your favourite places are in Lisbon because I'm very keen to go back soon.